Good luck. YouTube has messed me up a little bit, so we're going to go right back into do, so to speak. So bear with me here on Facebook. Oh, I love YouTube mess with like that. So we'll just give you the little snippet. I tell you, we are
what?
In trouble.
Over? Oh. Sherman, forget it, he's rolling. It ain't over now.
And that's right, folks.
Because when the going gets tough. The toughs get going. Who's with me? Let's go. Come on.
Wow, showed up. We're really peaceful and everything. And I don't know, right at 1 o'clock, it seems like that somebody snuck through and proposed the fact, kind of scared Congress, it looks like, because Trump had a boatload of people. I think it was 160 between Congress and Senate. But anyway, the ones that I never would have thought caved to the fact that they were scared. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Was George Washington scared when he crossed the Delaware? I mean, really? Was he? It amazes me that to see the corruption in Philadelphia and Pennsylvania, that where the founding fathers really started everything. And then they had to take that horse ride up to D.C. because, we had to fight off the British. Well, it ain't nothing different from this and that. You got to remember something. The world's controlled by money. And the central bank, the federal, which is nothing federal about the Federal Reserve, which was created in 1913 down at Jekyll's Island to steal money by taxing us. But anyway, to put us in debt. Well, it just seems that, it seems that that's pretty much the truth. And the Federal Reserve has never been audited. I cannot understand why the fact that we have an election, that there are questions about it. If you don't even think if you don't have a question about this, you have not been paying attention. But would you not want to know the truth? Or would you rather be an illegitimate lame duck, probably doesn't make it through February before Kamala and the left take him out? But anyway, he shouldn't be in office. He should have passed the security clearance to run for president because of his son's involvement with China. He's a doll of the China party. He is a doll of the China party. They've gotten in our education system. They've gotten into Hollywood, big time in Hollywood. They've got, you got to think about something. How many parents out there right now can remember, I think it was 2004, somewhere 2004, 2006, where your kids started coming home, and then, I don't know, most parents should have checked this, and I guess a lot of people took it for granted, but look at the history book and see if it was what you remember. But the math, the Common Core math, that was meant to dummy us down, because there is no place in the world economy or any business that uses Common Core math. And if there is, please post it in the chat, because I have yet to see it. So basically what you've done is you've taught a generation of kids not how to have a business sense, to maybe, I don't know, look at the government and how their spending is so horrible. Maybe question their government. Of course, that's what it was about. Homeschool your kids from now on. If Biden's allowed to take office, it's all hands on deck. You can't send them to public school. You can't send them to the public school. Now, check this out. Has any network or anybody noticed that? Has anybody kind of, explained away any of this controversy that surrounds Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, well, let's see, Arizona and whoever else. No, they just say there's nothing there. But they don't present the evidence to the American public and disclaim it, or don't show any facts to disclaim it. Kind of like Facebook fact checkers. They've silenced the president on Twitter and Facebook. Now get this: freedom of speech. And they've silenced him. And one of them was one of the tweets they took down was the one he was telling everybody to go home and be peaceful. I mean, even a relative of mine tonight blew me away because of what she perceives as Trump being a little too rough the last couple of weeks, which, you know, the press is not going to take his message to the people. He has to do it himself. And, you got to remember what this man's up against. He's got snakes around him. Give him a break. He's fighting for your ass. He's fighting for your children. Don't. The guy could be playing freaking golf and be happy. But I believe that when Jacqueline Onassis at her funeral, him and DJ, I'm sorry, not DJ, JFK Jr. had a moment, and I think they kind of started that ticking thing that went in Trump's head. That said, okay, eventually, if it gets bad enough, I got to get in, because he understood how the deep state, the central bank, and the Federal Reserve print currency to put you in debt. And they need wars. They need false flags. They need this stuff like they need oxygen. And with Trump quiet in the Middle East, didn't really help any of the industrial military complex, did it? Everywhere he was trying to help us, he was fighting an establishment that has been there so long and is in so deep that, and with Epstein being dead, and hopefully, God, somebody has those files. But when is it going to be accountable? How can you tell your kids to not lie, not cheat, not steal, when if they got any sense of any kind of investigation skills other than watching the news, they can find out the truth for themselves? I challenge all you fake news 6:30 watching people that say, okay, Lester Holt's got my best interests at heart. I'd go to their website, look at the stories they're not reporting, and wake yourself up. They even report a lot of this stuff, but they put it in places that don't really stick out. And I'm telling you, the media is in over their head. I just, it blows my mind. Just compare what you see on their website and what the hours it's posted, so you know what they're picking for you, for what they want to plant in your head. Basically, that's it. But if Biden makes it to the Oval Office and not in handcuffs, this is bad for not just America, not just the patriots. It's bad for every country in the world, because the same machines, Dominion, that the CIA helped Chavez when down in Venezuela, got to be some oil tied in there or some money. Oil's too easy to trace because Obama can't put it in his hair. But anyway, they used it there. That was a test run. Don't let this Hollywood story make you believe what they're telling you. Because if they were telling you the truth, they'd be covered the fact of some of these stories that they're posting, like Israel bombing Damascus and all that stuff. If you're too lazy to not want to know the truth, and believe in the election. Because if I see the truth, and I believe 80%, maybe 90% of Trumpsters would, it would help them to see that. But when everybody's blocking it from every angle, whether you can't look at the machines, you can't question it, but yet you see none of the media proving it wrong, because all they have is talking points, and all that is to make you dumb. God bless you, America. I'm wore out. I stayed up way too late watching people turn on my country. So good night.